What's going on, YouTube? Man, welcome to another episode of the NFL All 32 right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. And we talking about them Cowboys and Jerry Jones. Hey, there's a guy out there that's well renowned worldwide. Denzel Washington calls out Jerry Jones and his antics with the Cowboys. Let's get into it. So we all know that the guys Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl since I believe the 1994-95 season, and that's been well over 30 years now that the Dallas Cowboys have not won a single Super Bowl and haven't even made it to an NFC championship game since then. And Denzel Washington came on with Spike Lee to promote their new movie From Highest to Lowest, and he had this to say about Jerry Jones and his antics with the Cowboys. Let's tune in.
Makes no sense, guys. But you know this.
There's box office and there's Oscars. Jerry, been a while, huh? You ain't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Ooh.
Wouldn't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Uh-oh.
Haven't been to the show, so you wouldn't know what it is to win.
I don't need to add.
I feel like we could
And I love the Cowboys.
Mm.
I love the Cowboys because I really love them. This is the way I feel, the way I feel. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the movie.
And that's what. And I wanted to get back to the movie because you didn't bring the.
Oh,
you didn't
speaking
bring
of the
Cowboys
movie,
up in the movie,
same thing.
Highest to lowest. You didn't bring it. You didn't bring it up.
And what does it say down the bottom of the movie?
What?
Or does it say it on the one sheet?
What does it say?
All money ain't good money, Jerry.
Say it again.
All money ain't good money, Jerry.
One time.
August 15th, we open Friday.
Woo, Lord.
All money ain't good money.
Makes no.
So this is, Denzel Washington's way of calling out, Jerry Jones on his antics with the Dallas Cowboys. And basically what he was saying, if you don't know what he was saying, man, you said you wouldn't know because you ain't made it to the show. You ain't made it to the show in over 30 years. And the way you've been running the Dallas Cowboys is you've been running them into the ground. Maybe it's time for you to, loosen the reins on your hold on the team and let, Stephen Jones and those guys take over. What you've been doing for the past 10, 30 years ain't been working. You came out with a bang in the late 80s, in the early 90s. You built yourself a dynasty with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all those guys on the defense, one of the best offensive line, if not the best offensive lines created, assembled. One of the best running backs of all time, one of the best receivers of all time. All of famous throughout that whole roster, but you haven't been able to do anything since. You haven't been able to do anything since. And it's just, I think he needs to get over himself. And like you said, all money ain't good money. Why are you waiting so long to pay your players to where you have to make them the highest pay in the league when you finally do decide to pay them? You did it with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott wound up being the highest paid quarterback in the league because you waited a year or two too late to sign him. Same thing here with Michael Parsons. You could have had Michael Parsons signed a year and a half ago. But now you're going to have to make Michael Parsons the highest paid defensive end in the league. He's going to get like between 42 and 45 million now because of the contracts of Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. So it's just weird the way that, you've been acting with this organization. Like, what makes you so headstrong to be like, hey, I'm this, I'm that, when you haven't been to the NFC Championship game in over 30 years? You ain't won a Super Bowl in over 30 years. Your playoff success has been bum. And you've been through Tony Romo, T.O., you know what I'm saying? All the Dak Prescott years, the best running game, best offensive line, one of the best defenses, and you still can't get it done. And this is not all the blame on you. It's the blame on some of the players, but I think you enable the players to be babies like they tend to be. They do all these things in the regular season, but then when it gets to the playoffs, they clam up. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb have a great relationship, and then until they get into the playoffs, then it just falls apart. And then last year, you didn't even make the playoffs. You didn't even have a winning record last year. So it's getting worse. Now you're getting teams that are not making the playoffs. You can't even say that now. So now you have a team that's below 500. Then you're coming into this season where you got the Eagles, you got the Commanders. Hell, even my Giants, I think, have a chance against you this season. So what are you going to change, Jerry, for the Dallas Cowboys? Are you going to continue to be Jerry's world? Are you going to continue to do things the way you do things, pay people when you want to pay people, and then wind up having to give way more money than you should have, like Trayvon Diggs? You're probably going to have to give him way more money than you should have. Why are you waiting to sign Micah Parsons, your best player on your team? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? And see, this is why, Cowboys fans, man, they're so loyal. They're not going to question anything that you do. They're not going to question anything that you say because they're America's team. You are a master at promoting your team. For you to not have won a Super Bowl or been to an NFC Championship game in 30 years, and they still are your team is still revered the way they are revered, is absolutely masterful. But you got to start winning some games, man. You built this organization when you bought it off winning Super Bowls. It's been 30 years, man. It's been 3 decades, Jerry. I was just starting school when when you won a Super Bowl last, bro. But it is what it is, man. This has been the NFL All 32, man. Y'all go check out K&P Productions, man. If you need anything as far as editing, producing, getting your business off the ground, small businesses, it doesn't matter. We can be there with K&P Productions and get your business and anything off the ground. Get your YouTube channel off the ground, anything. They are an official sponsor of the Aboriginal Sports Network right here. Give those guys a call, man, and get your production up. But until the next episode of the NFL All 32, y'all know what it is, man. Peace. So to be honest with you, we got a couple of sacks because of hustle. And
a lot of different reasons in the past, or if he's still that quarterback that